All right, big energy, big energy. Let's go. Noah, let's hit him with that big energy. You ready? 3, 2.
My name is Gustavo.
Wonky slush.
I blinked. All right. Now today is another very special installment of Weird DMs. I posted on my YouTube channel in the community section because you guys know I'm all about community. You know, one large community that encompasses smaller communities. Small community of tall people, short people, medium-sized people, ugly people, people with no ass, people who can't do 15 push-ups, which I think is like 90% of you. So, you know, just always building my community. And I asked you, what was your weirdest relationship? Normally when I ask these questions, you know, I might get like 20 or 30 responses, you know, people who are really confident telling a piece of their life. But this one is by far the craziest one. I think the post itself had like 700 replies or some
Slush.
And then the emails I got, we narrowed it down to 60, and that was narrowing it down, and they're still coming in. And these titles are just, let me just give you a preview. Look at this. Fake doctor, cat girl, I dated my dad, pee-pee pants, he ate his own semen, I love dead people, blood in the strip club. You know, a good amount of these sound like really washed up pop punk bands, and so I'm kind of excited to dive into this, and we'll see where it goes, man. Here's a perfectly wholesome one to start on. Underwear sniffer. Yo, so this was actually one of my boys' exes. You telling stories on other people's behalf. Man, you need to go out and live some life of your own. I'm disappointed in you. Next. Oh, look at this one. It's about ice cream. Buckle up, dude. All right. I can hear that one. It came from the back of your shoulders. Buckle up, dude. First guy I ever dated was way older than me, and honestly, had no excuse. We went to a park next to a supermarket. I bought a tub of cherry ripe ice cream and some spoons. Think we have a little picnic? If he's way older than you, doesn't he have a place you guys can hang out? Why is he hanging out with you in the park? It's like these people who go after the younger ones, it's like they want to be caught. Why is it always in a park? You're already doing something weird. Do you have to just do it publicly? A little later, we'd finished the ice cream and we're making out. He asked if he could whip it out while gesturing down. Keep in mind, I was... I'm not the police. Report this to the police. I can't. This is so much responsibility. I can't. Get me out of here. All right, let's go here. Weird relationship. He understood Charles Manson. All right. Was on the last day of holiday in Turkey with my now ex-boyf. He then decides to admit to me he lied when I previously asked him if he had ever been arrested or charged for a crime. Whoa. Just skipped like 4 chapters right there. You skipped like many chapters and many details. How did he admit this to you? Were you both in Turkey? Why was it pertinent to you that he'd ever been arrested or charged for a crime? Did something about him make you think this? You're not f***ing Tarantino? Give us the full details. I'm already thinking I need to go. All right, so that answers it. He's in Turkey. Bad vibes, etc. But I'm stuck in Turkey with his whole family. He then decides to play Charles Manson interviews through a speaker and says, I kind of get where he is coming from, though. I wanted experiences with like lots of color and information, and all these are, within the first 2, are just vague descriptions of potential criminals, man. I am not the cops. I'm not the police. I can't do anything with this information. Do you realize what you just did? You sent this in, but all you did was walked in the room and said, you know, I used to date a guy that empathizes with Charles Manson. Oh, shit. Hey, my Uber's here. I'm going to head out. Yeah. The rest of us are sitting wondering, where is that guy? Is he still in Turkey? Where is he? Because now he's just out there. All right, I guess moving on. Fake doctor. I think I take the cake with the weirdest relationship because it was marriage. Yeah, marriage is strange. Why would you ever do that? I met this guy when I was in my 2nd year of university. He was beginning his 1st year of medical school. Now, just real quickly, because they stated university, I want to guess they're Canadian. Just, I don't know why. Okay. I'm just take a guess. We dated for 3.5 years and decided to get married before he gets matched for residency at hospitals he interviewed at, aka graduates medical school. Soon after, I find out he is not getting into any hospitals he said he applied and interviewed for. I ask him what is happening, And after a few hours of pressing and excuses, he finally tells me he was never in med school. Oh, shit. He would wake up every morning, get dressed, get in his car, and sit in different parking lots every day until it was time for him to come home for 4 years. He never got into medical school. He never applied to medical school, and he didn't even finish undergrad. He lied to every person in his life, including his doctor father. Shit, man. Anyways, being the newly married idiot I was, I forgave him. Didn't give him shit for it, just moved past it. I'm laughing because God damn, you are stupid. Nah, that is a special kind of love, and I'm mad he ruined that for everyone else. You could have gave that to someone who actually appreciated it, and instead, you gave it to a cosplayer. This guy's cosplaying as a med student. Why would you cosplay as a med student? That's the worst one. I mean, obviously, you know, if you want to contextualize it, it was probably like insane amounts of pressure from his dad to be a doctor, but man, you could have cosplayed as so many other things that are actually cool or interesting. I asked him, what did he really want to do? Since he clearly had no career path in mind, and he said he wanted to go back to school. He applied, got into local school for undergrad, meets another married woman, and then cheats on me with her. Look, I mean this in the nicest way possible, but you strike me as the type of person who just learned that magic is fake. Faking a doctor, it is pretty easy. You know, it's pretty unassuming, but I'm just surprised that not once did you have questions or, you know, discussions about med school or learning about patients or any of that. But again, he faked it. So maybe it was just stuff he read up on and you know, knew how to carry a conversation very well. You know, some catch me if you can type stuff. From me to you, you need to stop telling this story. You need to never ever tell anyone that you were dating a fake parking lot doctor. You just, to make yourself feel better, you know, tell yourself that you were dating a cosplayer. All right. Did he really sit in that parking lot for 8 hours? Like he didn't go anywhere. He didn't really try to do something entertaining. He really just sat in a car for 8 hours. I mean, that is peak depression, man. That is like avoidance to the highest degree. If he was gonna do that, I mean, he should have at least got a studio apartment somewhere else and like at least tried to game or something. You know, just sitting in a car. It's like I almost respect it, you know, the commitment to the bit to just sit in a car. That was crazy. All right, next. Cat girl. I once went on a couple dates with this girl and she seemed pretty normal and she was cool at first. But on a third date, we ended up stopping at her house for her to get something before we went back out. You motherfuckers need to learn punctuation. Learned how to use a period. There's like maybe 4 periods, and there should be 12 in here. Olympic run-on sentence, man. Come on. We ended up stopping at her house for her to get something before we went back out, and while I was there, I met her cat named Pickle. Not Pickles, just Pickle. Important. I was chilling with Pickle on the sofa while she got her stuff, and she came back out and said, I have something funny to show you. She went over to her kitchen drawers, pulled out a roll of duct tape. She walked over to Pickle, picked her up, and put a strip of duct tape over her eyes and put her down and watched her run into things. And then this next line is just like deeper into the abuse. Oh, can't use this. Animal abuse. Like literally, there's no hilarious part of animal abuse. Why do people send me such unusable, crazy ass stories, man? All right. Weirdest relationship, Walmart man. Now this sounds good. So I had this toxic on and off relationship throughout high school. In an off period, I started talking to this guy who was in the group of guys my girlfriends and I hung out with. I think, get a diagram for that if you have to. No. He looked very similar to my on-off boyfriend. Nice, man. She wanted that good old BOGO. Buy one, get one. Why do people do that? Just perpetually getting the DLC version of the last person they were with. Just like, I don't know. Wait for the next release. Maybe try a different game. You're just trying to chase the ghost. And that's it. Call of Duty is not fun anymore. Just accept it. Because he looked very similar to my on-off boyfriend, my friends all started calling him Walmart man. Literally behind his back. It's just behind his back. It's not literally. Oh, maybe you mean, okay, got it. My bad. I'm stupid. Anyways, all we ever did was sit on his couch and smoke together. Walmart, damn, you still call him Walmart. You're sitting there downing your friends and you just do it 5 seconds later. You don't respect him any more than your friends did. Walmart was a virgin, and on New Year's Eve, my ex shows up while I'm at this party with him. I get even more hammered. Walmart makes a move. And as I'm taking this man's virginity, nice, I call him by my ex's name. Inevitably. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, I love... Oh, hell yeah, I love Cold War. I mean... I meant to say Warzone. I did. So just for being together for a month or so, this man was nicknamed not only Walmart, but also my ex's name, which is all of his/our friends used. Oh, and my ex and I talked the morning of New Year's and got back together. Oops. Weirdest part was that I still had to break up with this man after all that happened, as if that wasn't enough for him to call it. Well, I wonder why. Oh, Jesus, man. Yeah, I mean, you know, to you, it would be obvious that he should have bounced because you disrespected the shit out of him. But some other people have these things called feelings. And sometimes they possess this feeling called hope. And maybe because he decided to spend his first experience with you, just maybe he had hope that that meant something to you. The frequency that I see people use Wish and Walmart and knockoff, I can only imagine how many people have been called the Wish version of their ex. It's just like, this shit is rude, man. You have like the Wish version of my ex's dick. Nice. Shout out to Walmart, man. I hope he's doing okay. Oh, here we go. Video attached. My ex-girlfriend was a Christian witch who wanted to use moon water to seal my mirrors. Okay, I have to hear this. Headphones on.
Hey, what's up? I'm Daniel, and today I'm going to be telling the story of how I dated a Christian witch. If you haven't heard of Christian witches before, I don't blame you because I hadn't heard of them either.
Hold up. Are you tricking me into watching a YouTube video? You are. What the fuck is this? Okay, it's unlisted. All right, I won't bully him. Let me pause and say I appreciate the editing, Daniel, because we know on this channel some people send in videos and they can't tell stories. They just can't.
This is going to be a really quick story because I only dated this girl for like a month and a half. So one of the things she told to me, and this is the weirdest thing I've ever had anybody say to me,
is she and her friends used to call me Walmart. And I just don't know what that had to do with me, you know? But I digress.
She asked me if I had any mirrors in my room. And I said, yes, I do. There's actually, you can see behind me, my closet is a mirror. And she said, oh, well, I'm going to need to seal them. Seal them? She's like, yeah, I'm going to need to seal them so that demons won't come through them. I've lived in this room my entire life. Not once has a demon just strolled right on out my mirror and said, what's up? She proceeds to say, oh, wait, I'm going to need some moon water to do that. I think any rational human being would ask, what is moon water? Moon water is a cup of water you set by a window so it can harness the energy of the moon, I guess, and you use that to seal off mirrors so that the mirrors are then no more a portal that a demon can go through. Anyways, that's my weirdest person I've ever dated story. I will leave off with this one last thing though. Weird girls go hard in the sack, bro.
Oh, that's why she wanted the water. She just hated the reflection of you two in the mirror. That's the demon she saw in the mirror. I swear the next email is going to be, I told a guy I was a Christian witch so I could spray water all over his mirrors because I hated his side profile while we were fucking. That's such a great out. I'm a Christian witch. You got any mirrors? Oh yeah, we have to distort those. The demons are coming. Also, do you have lights in your bedroom? Yeah, because we have to. Those got to stay off. Yeah, most definitely. I've been in quite a few weird relationships, but probably the strangest experience I've had was with this one guy who was about a foot taller than me. See? Tall guys. They're fucking weird. Why do you like that? I went over to his place to watch a movie. After it finished up, we went into his room. He told me wait, so I sat down on his bed while he went into his closet. After a minute, he emerged wearing a full plague doctor outfit. Plague doctor, isn't that like the, aren't those the people that dance on TikTok? Like frontline worker? No? Oh, different one. Okay. Oh, this shit. Yes. Yeah. This creepy ass man. Oh, you were in there playing spy versus spy. That is cool. What an exciting, exhilarating thing. Not even a cheap mask and robe. This thing was nice. Absolutely terrified, combined with the sheer height of that lad, we broke up after a couple months. But now I'm pretty good friends with his other ex. Plague Doctor outfit. That is so crazy. That is so crazy to watch a movie with a girl. To get up after watching a movie and just go, watch this. And come out fully. Oh, just some horrible pun. You know, I got your vaccine right here.
Damn, son.
Whips it out, man. But yeah, you know, I'd be pretty weirded out. I understand being weirded out by that one. That's definitely a weird, yeah. I wish I knew what happened afterward. Like, did he keep it on and act like things are normal, or did he get insecure and take it off? You know, did you just sit there and stare for a long period and then he realized, yeah, I shouldn't have did that. Dated the Joker reincarnate. All right, cool. So my first relationship, by the way, no good story begins with the word so. So, because you're letting us know it's going to be long. So my first relationship was in 9th grade with this guy who was top tier cringe at that age. Well, first of all, what are you in 9th grade? You're like 12. You're all fucking cringe. You were cringe. Don't absolve yourself from cringe, okay? He was obsessed with Deadpool to the point that he'd randomly pull out quotes from the movie and we'd be talking about stuff that had nothing to do with it. All right, so he's a dork. He tried to convince me twice that he was the YouTuber Mr. Creepypasta before his face reveal and would execute trying to get a reaction from me the exact same way as well. He'd be like, hey, so you know the faceless YouTuber who reads creepypasta stories that you like? Yeah, that's me. Such a good TikTok. Hey, so you know that faceless YouTuber who reads creepypasta stories that you like? Yeah, that's me. And I sat there and blinked like, sure you are. He would make up lies about fighting strangers who look like, okay, blah, blah, blah. You are 9 years old. This sucks. You didn't date the Joker reincarnate. You just dated a teenager. I don't know what the expectations are now that teenagers have to be cool. You're all fucking dumb. You're all corny. Like, everyone's corny for the most part before 16. That's the way it should be, all right? You don't know what cool is. And if you are older than 9 years old, reflecting on this person, being like, ugh, what a cringe, just shut up. There was this guy I dated who I had a non-sexual relationship with, and he always asked me to pee on him and in his mouth. Man. One time he asked me to do it in public. He also never stopped talking about how badly he wanted to. Okay, all right. We're out of here. My last relationship was when I just turned 19 and the dude was 24. You know it didn't end well if you're just calling him the dude. Super cool at first, kind of a cowboy looking fool that liked weird music. I was into it. I hated mainstream guys that only listened to rap with no sense of style. Anyways, I remembered the second time we were gonna chill, I called him and told him my homegirl was in town and I haven't seen her in over a year. She invited me over to her little bro's birthday party, so I canceled on him. He was like, okay, cool. Then not too long later, I got a call from him, drunk as fuck. I was worried, and when I went over, he was on the floor with a knife and oh boy. My dumb ass was like, cool, super toxic. I'm gonna stay with them for another year. It happens like that, I guess. He'd break up with me, then call me when I'd be out with friends and get mad and take pictures. Oh my. I don't think we even need to go any further with this other than I hope you're well, and I feel bad that you would feel compelled to stay for another year. You didn't have to do that. I dated this guy in high school. What is with the high school stories? And we had a ton of stuff in common and got along amazing. We had known each other casually for a couple of years, but I never knew we had anything in common. After a few months, I found out he had paid my friend to tell him stuff about me and my interests 2 years before we started dating. In that 2 years, he changed his wardrobe, bought vinyls and posters of my favorite bands, bought the same car as me, This guy was calculated in not a good way. Spent hours watching all my favorite shows and listening to my favorite music. The worst part is he didn't think that was weird at all and just saw it as shooting his shot. Then made fun of me for being too sensitive because I said that's creepy and obsessive. You know what's sad? Is there are some people out there who would welcome that kind of attention. He studied for the test. Maybe he just had really strict parents, man, and they just encouraged him, hey, it's always good to be prepared, all right? Was he like some honor roll kid? Maybe that's all it was. He just treated you like the SATs. Glad you're out of there, though. Next. Blood in the strip club. This can't be good. Oh, fuck no. Can't use that. I once dated a guy who got off on being made fun of for having a small dick. Alright, can't use that. Alright, weird ass relationship. Hey Noel, a couple of years ago I was texting this pretty cute girl that lived very, very fucking far from my house. One day she asked if I wanted to go out with her and I said sure. A couple days later we got some sushi and hung out at the beach. At the beach, she asked me to be her boyfriend and my dumbass said, yeah, sure, I guess. You gave her a ton of confidence with that one. Do you want to be my boyfriend? Yeah, sure, I guess. Like a week later, I went over to some park near her house, a whole 1 hour in the subway plus 1 hour busing. I got there, she had some weird sticks and rocks making a pattern on the ground. So I asked what she's doing, and if it was some witchcraft ritual. Here we go again. And it was some weird witchcraft ritual to make us stay together forever. I told her I needed to go take a slush, and I just ran back to the subway station and blocked her on everything. You met her in a park, so I know it was like in the middle of that thing. And she saw you run, and she knew. She just stood up, and she watched you run. Damn, that is such a good movie. Yo, you couldn't write a better scene. That is an indie film to the fullest. She's just sitting there arranging rocks in silence. Noah, give me some sound design. Just. What's that? Just a witchcraft ritual to make us stay together forever. I gotta take a slush. Okay. Then you just run it in the distance in silence. She had to listen to each one of your footsteps on the pavement just get quieter and quieter and quieter until they were no more. I like how you call that a relationship. That wasn't even a relationship. You didn't even give that a chance. You bolted. You bolted at the first ritual. You didn't even give it two. If you let her finish, who knows? You could have ended up in a beautiful marriage. What I'm noticing so far is like a lot of people that just seem to be like from the Midwest or like the East Coast, and a lot of you walking into weird situations and being scarred. Look at this. I was 16 at the time and was a freshman and just got into a relationship for the first time. Everything was going great until I had to meet her family. At first it started out with them wanting to help them around their house for me to be able to see her, which I was fine with. Yo, that is such a crazy thing to do as a parent. Someone else's kid comes into your house and he's like, you want to hang out with my kid? Clean up those leftovers. Then one day told me I couldn't hang out with her unless I helped her dad catch a pig so I could help him slaughter it. Let's just say our relationship didn't last much longer. All right, look, man, hey, don't put it on the family. Don't call them weird because you're slow. Now, you're the one who couldn't catch the pig, obviously. You failed the test. Just tell the truth, man. You didn't have it. You didn't have what it took to catch that hog. Oh man, if this isn't all of you, here we go. Tinkerbell porn. I used to date a shitty SoundCloud rapper who would cheat on me all the time, but I didn't really find out till we broke up. He didn't shower unless I made him, and his room was the epitome of disgusting trash. Mans would take a bunch of Adderall to make his music. He had a show and literally didn't know any of the words to his songs. Anyways, I found out he was riding his bike over 16 miles a day just to cheat on me. When I found that out, I also found out he watches Tinkerbell and other animated porn. Ugh. When I confronted him about it, he said his homie had his phone. That is a modern day love story right there. I don't even think I could say anything funnier than that. 824 just heard that and they're frothing at the mouth. Like, we could do something with this. Oh, here we go. Hey, Noel. I almost don't want to send this to you because he's a wanker and he does not deserve the time of day. But he wrote this diss track about me and I will leave it for you to decide. Big fan from London. Oh, fuck. I feel bad because he didn't even ask for this. All right, let's go.
But the good news is now you can finally act a slut.
Hey, look, man, we already have one Eminem. All right, we got it. We're not looking for another because he's still alive. You don't understand. He's still alive, and it's not like he's gone and faded. And now there's room for like, we're good. Ah, Jesus, man. I was picturing him in his friend's bedroom. They got the mic set up. He's got his hoodie up, tight. And he's like, you know, turn the lights off. I'm about to go in. that beat comes on. He's like, fuck you, Brittany. Let's go. Well, I think that's going to do it. That was intense. What is in that inbox was a lot more intense than I had anticipated. Nonetheless, you know, we got something out of it. So I hope you all had fun. I hope you all had fun. You know, I don't give a fuck if you had fun. I'll see you on the next video. Maybe we shouldn't put it as, you don't know, I don't give a fuck if you have fun. Let me be a little bit nicer. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.
Hey, shit's play, man, I had to switch it up. Yeah, might lose a few, ask me if I give a fuck.